Well, good morning, everyone. Whether you're here with us in our building, whether you're watching us from home, whether you're visiting somewhere and you decided this was a good place to be on Sunday morning, we welcome you here. And this morning, this beautiful morning, we are reminded that our theme for this month is nature. Nature in all of its beauty. Nature in all of its gifts to us. So I ask you to please find a comfortable spot where you're sitting and just relax. I'd like you to take in a deep breath, a wonderful breath that reminds you of the joy there is in life. And exhale that joy back out into wherever you are. And I'd like you to take another deep breath and be grateful that there is a today for you. And where you are today is the best place. And exhale that back out into the room wherever you are. And I'd like you to take one more deep breath and just be grateful for life itself. That you have the opportunity every day to exist and to live and to laugh and to play. And exhale that joy back into the room. And since our theme this month is nature, I would like you to picture yourself walking along a lovely beach, and you can feel the sand under your toes, and you can look out and see the beautiful, beautiful blue water. And you can hear the birds singing above, being as happy as you are. And as you walk along the beach, you can smell that wonderful smell of the water. And you can notice to the left of you that there are people who are packing up and getting ready to go home after having a wonderful, joyous day. Or if you would like to see yourself walking in the woods with the wonderful smell of the trees and the crackling of the leaves under your feet, knowing that where you're going is a wonderful place. And I would like you to come back into this room, having experienced all the wonder of nature. You can almost smell the flowers and feel the sun and feel the love in this room that surrounds you, knowing that you are part of that love, that you are a beloved creation of a beloved creator, and that your life makes a difference in the world, no matter at which stage of life you're in. You are here now. Nature has kept you here. The sun has kept you here. The water has kept you here. And the wonderful, wonderful sounds of the woods has kept you here, right now, right here. And welcome to our wonderful church. And so it is.
Morning, everybody. Thank you, Reverend. Such a beautiful meditation. Thank you. A beautiful song by Faith Rivera. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good.
My mind is willing and
and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and pure and free. As I continue walking in this mystery, I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am stronger every moment, every day. There may be walls, there may be roadblocks in my way, but I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down. I will surrender. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith. And I am stronger every moment, every day. And I'm more loving every moment, every day. I will surrender every moment, every day. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart always. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are my family. You are the face of God. Yes.
Oh, let us just gently lower or close our eyes. As I offer my prayer this morning, I would just ask that you let my words be your words. I know that there is only one power and one presence in this universe. God is infinite wisdom and power, almighty in every aspect of life. God is all there is. And because I know this is true, I firmly believe and have faith that I am one with this infinite wisdom and power and love. And when I affirm this to myself and say to myself every day, I love my life, more beauty and power and joy flood into me, into my soul, so that I can do more and be more and have more and give more. This is my belief, and I know that it is true. The Center for Spiritual Living is a teaching that is running in, through, and around everything that is me. So if I ever have a doubt and it crops up, I can easily say to myself, hey, slow down here. You're not looking at things correctly. If something is looking out of alignment, maybe it's really a gift. And I need to see that it's a gift right there for me. Because everything that I do, I allow God to direct. And when I know this, it makes my life so much easier and so much freer. And I am just so grateful to be here today at this Center for Spiritual Living, because it fills me with such joy to feel all the love that resounds back to me from every single person that I touch. And I know that God is speaking in, through, and as each and every one of us in our own individual way, as a oneness of spirit, in nature, in everything that there is. I am just so grateful for this day. I know that Reverend Stacy and Reverend Cheryl are having a great time wherever they are right this moment. And I know that our message today with Reverend Wanda is going to fill our souls and spirits with the water of life that flows in, through, and as us. And I know that the music that Patty sings is just going to take it right over the top. I am so grateful for all that transpires, for everything that goes on behind the scenes that we don't even know about, with the sound being delivered and the videos, everything that's going on. I am just, there's so much to be grateful for. And all the people, I mean, I could name every single person in this center and know that each one of us needs to be recognized as our individual, loving, beautiful, giving self. And so I now know that I can release my word, knowing that all that I have said is absolute truth, is perfect and complete. And I can say, and so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Kitty. Kitty, that was beautiful. Put a lot of pressure on me too, but I'll take it. It's fine. I feel like you though, I'm so grateful. So much is happening. Poor Caden's got to deal with me and my songs. I like to change things up. You deserve a medal, buddy. This is a great song. This is written by Gary Lynn Floyd and Jamie Lou. Appears on this one. He's going to be here September 4th. Woo! Here we go. Everybody, get up on your feet. Yes. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded about who we've come to be. We are love, we are one. What? One big family. Hey, hey, woo! Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, yeah. Again. Everybody, get up on your feet. Yes. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. Yes. See the light in everybody you meet. Yes. Let us be reminded about who we've come to be. make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. You are. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded about who we've come to be. We are loved, we are one. Give it to me. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 here we go. Yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 yeah. Get up on your feet, feels good, right? See the light in everybody you meet. I do. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Ha! Let us be reminded about who we've come to be. We are loved, we are one. One more time. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, all right. Let's go ahead. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Thank you, Patty and Dave. While we're all standing, would you go with the American flag with me today? And we say together, God bless America and the rest of the world. And if you're standing still, and I can see you all are, would you mind looking at the person next to you, in front of you, behind you? Give them a hi, a hey, or a what's up.
Yes. Hi. Hey, what's up?
Hey, a hi, a hey, a hi.
So good to see you all.
Well, have a seat if you're comfy, and I wanted to share with you that Reverend Stacy and Reverend Cheryl. Hold your mic. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so used to having this thing around my ear. I just kept walking away. So Reverend Cheryl and Reverend Stacy are in an ordination ceremony. I watched them this morning because I troll like that, and they looked beautiful, and it was a beautiful ceremony, and they're in Oregon. And I'm hoping that they take the long road home and pass the wineries.
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah. So is anyone here who has chosen this morning to bring their magnificence here for the first time? And if you have, raise your hand. Hi. Oh my gosh, welcome everyone. May I ask a question or one or two? What brought you here?
Well, just curiosity.
Okay. What is your name, your first name?
Terry.
Carrie, thank you for joining us. And this couple in the back over there?
I'm Debbie and this is Ken, and we were here once many years ago, but we were faithful members of the other Center for Spiritual Living for a number of years.
Well, welcome.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Have I missed anyone? No? And our ushers, I think, have already handed our gifts for the day. This is a great day.
Perfect.
We are going to have one heck of a good time this morning, and we'd like to take just a minute and share a brief video of a little happening that was Saturday at Mount Charleston.
Here we go. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love.
So this morning we're going to have a message a little bit later on in our service with our beloved Reverend Wanda, and I'm going to suggest that each of you sit back, buckle up, because she's going to deliver some stuff that's going to resonate, I am certain. And so we are so happy you're here. Thank you all.
Well, thank you. Beautiful. We are one big family, right? You saw that? Was that cool or what? Oh, that was so cute. I saw Jade in the right. Jade at the end. Oh, she was. Oh, it's one of my favorites. You picked a great one, Reverend Wanda. Looking out on the morning rain, oh, it makes me feel so tired. And when I knew I had to face another day, oh, it made me feel so tired. From the day I met you, life was so unkind. You're the key to my peace of mind. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. And when my soul was in the lost and found, you came along to claim it. Oh, I didn't know just what was wrong with me, till your kiss helped me name it. Now I'm no longer doubtful of what I'm living for. 'Cause if I make you happy, I don't need to do more. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. Oh baby, what you've done to me, oh, you make me feel so good inside. And I just wanna be close to you. You make me feel so alive. You make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. You make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. That was a great one. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Patty.
Thank you.
Is my mic working? No?
It should be. I'm going to say yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. See, the mic's not working. I'm testing.
Right. It's okay.
Or maybe I pulled the wrong one.
We'll get it. Kaden, say the
Thank you.
Kaden.
How's everybody feeling this morning?
Great.
Like a natural woman?
Yes.
Some of the guys are going, should I put my hand up for that? I don't know what she's talking about. What we are talking about, though, this year is living every day in wonder, in awe of the magnificent nature that we live and move and have our being in. And I know some people somewhere down the road probably get up to an alarm clock and say, oh no, I have to do that, whatever it is again. And the wonder, and maybe the thrill. So have you ever heard the thrill is gone? There's a reason I don't have Patty sing those songs. The thrill is gone. We're talking about this month nature. And the premise is our nature is the same as the divine nature, which is our spiritual nature. And that's real. And so we have these different bodies and these different clothes. Sometimes I think it's just so we have a place to put our clothes, really. Because spirit isn't moved by your outfit, or is it? Someone says, I don't know, I'll just do it just in case. But it sure can be fun, right? Sure can be fun. Okay, the waters of life on earth is what we're talking about right now. And how many knew that this is called, Earth is called the blue planet? Okay, a lot of people. Why? Because of the water. Because of the water of life. The water of life. 71% of the earth is water. Is water. And because of this, we actually have organic life on the planet. But here's the thing that I think is important. Ernest Holmes says the divine nature is our true nature. And all that other stuff, it might be wonderful, beautiful, intellectual, made you wealthy and kept you good looking and all that. But the divine nature, your spiritual nature, is God. Is God. Is God. And so we do have classes and we do teach meditation to awaken to the divinity that you already are. Already are. But life's so much fun, right, that we forget and we get busy in so many other things. But Ernest Holmes says, the nature of God is forever unfolding through our experiences. You think, well, I had some experiences where I didn't really like them. Okay, so you're at choice. You can keep choosing that, keep talking about that, or move on to something else. In every minute, you're at choice about how you co-create and how you respond to what has already been set in motion already. Do you know there are people that use their demonstrations as a roadmap because they're not aware that they're living and moving and having their being in pure spirit all the time. And so the wonder of how spirit shows up is so exciting, and for some that's more exciting than planning it. Can you believe that? Hey, let me just see what spirit's doing through me today. Well, Earth has oceans, seas, lakes, and rivers. And what do? They provide food, oxygen, the climate. It regulates the climate. And somebody says, everyone, you know how hot it is. I don't think it's really regulated. If it is, turn it down. Some people might say that. And I could be one of them. The regulations, the recreation, the ability to travel from I guess somebody could swim in, but it really wouldn't be me. But someplace where we can actually move from one landmass to another. And they say that medicine is also available. Water is plentiful, isn't it? but it's not always drinkable. It's not always drinkable. Because it's too salty. Too salty. Now something, I like salt. I had it in my margarita last night. That's okay. It's a choice. But it's nothing that the earth provides for us directly. If it is, make sure you tell me where and when. Science helps preserve, protect, and distribute Earth's water resources. Now you say, well, nature has fires, storms, rains, and floods, which is true, correct? And so we have new opportunities to look at that as co-creators. And there's an opportunity to be good stewards. And sometimes we're warned and don't pay any attention. You know, a group of friends I know in a town where there's beaches and ocean, and you can just go swimming if you want to. However, there are rules of use and participation. There are boundaries in life. And so we could just go onto the beach and not look at the sign, the caution sign. And I know recently people did that. The signs were there, the lifeguard put it out there, stingrays. You know what stingrays are? They met them. And there were big bites in the feet of the people that just went on out there. And the lifeguard knew maybe that would happen, and he had all these buckets ready because they were going to have to need treatment of every kind. So humans have settled along where? Lakes, waters, rivers that could support life since the beginning of time. 80% of the world's population lives within 60 miles of oceans, lakes, or rivers. Did you know that? So people intuitively know and are drawn to that water. Billion people owe their livelihoods directly to water. And 2/3 of the global economy is derived from activities involved with water. 1 billion people worldwide rely on protein. Primarily on water-based sources of protein. Did you know that? I didn't, but I'm reading that. And these kind of proteins are seeds and peanuts and almonds and soybeans and eggs and milk. Water-based. I think we might have something to show you quickly. Slide 1 on why we drink water. Now, being a minister and ordained for minister since 1994 and ordained around 1998. Also in healthcare for decades. So I really try to censor the pictures because things that I think, are fine, some other people might not really think so. So I don't want it to look medical. But you see the idea? Heart healthy, good mood. Whoever thought water gave you a good mood, does it? The people at the beach loved it before they got bitten. A brain boost. Clear skin, weight loss, muscle tone, and allegedly, I'm still testing this, allegedly lubricates the joints and increases our metabolism. Water. Same old water. That lucky it comes out of the faucet does all those things. All those things. That's why people intuitively build a nest there or home there or pitch a tent there. They know at some level, maybe not the level that we're talking about today, but intuitively, through the law of attraction, which we do know about, like attracts like, and we're pulled to these sources of water in the billions. It's estimated that each person in the United States, listen to this, uses 80 to 100 gallons of water every day? Do you do that? Let me see the people that do that, because that's a lot of water. Every day? Oh, okay, we do have some hands up for that, just so you know. Which really that would be the person that should be up here talking about this water.
Oh.
How many glasses or cups do you think would be good to take? Just tell me. How many would be good to take in a day?
8.
Who said 10? You know, 11.5 to 15.5 is really, you're right there, Reverend Patricia. I think if I got a couple water bottles, that would be fine. But that's not what is really needed. As vital as water is, humans do pollute it from time to time. The rivers, the lakes, the oceans. I think we found bones, didn't we, in Lake Mead? I call that pollution. I don't know what you call it. But I wasn't expecting that. I don't know how they got there. But again, they're not indigenous to the lake, I promise. So all nature, it says, suffers from misuse. Humans have instinct. We're bound with nature, which we share our planet. Some say it's in our genes. This evolutionary history took 3 million years. 100,000 generations in nature before humans started building communities, cities. It took all that time. I wonder why. I really do wonder why, because I had no idea. I think I have a number 2 picture about drinking water. Just like, see how Spirit just goes before me to prepare the way? It does that for you too. But sometimes you may not realize the messenger or the message. But when you do your prayer work, the law must, can, and does respond to all of us at the level of our belief. And it might not have come in the package that you were expecting. That's actually could be a blessing too. Okay, so let's look and see what's going on here. Drinking water at the correct time maximizes the effectiveness of the water. Well, that's sort of interesting, isn't it? Now they talk about before eating a meal, 1 glass of water, that raises it up to about 20%. 2 glasses of water. 1 glass can help reduce your blood pressure. You go, oh, but I have whatever the diagnosis is, and my doctor said I'm retaining water. I can't get any more. Okay, so that might be a conversation you want to have with your doctor, correct? Okay, because this is not a health class. So this is an awareness of the universe, an awareness of nature that we all are part of. All are part of. Now I have a picture about a family. I think it, right there, they're so good. We should just clap for them. Loudly, because you should have seen what I gave you, Ron. I was trying to take a picture with a new camera and send it. It really worked out in varying degrees, but teamwork really does matter. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So you see the daddy right there. And daddy, it says the main component of most cells is water. 55% in the daddy, 60% for the mom, 75 the most in the baby. That's interesting. The necessity for growth and reproduction. That's part of the benefit of water. It aids digestion. It says if you take a walk after dinner, that supports your digestion. I almost said indigestion, that's not it. The digestion of your food. It helps deliver oxygen, regulates the temperature. Not the outside temperature, which I would prefer, but the temperature within the body. Acts as a shock absorber. It lubricates the joints. Even in the neuromuscular system, which I'm talking about the brain, it affects that. I don't know how you knew we were supposed to drink so much more water. Because I said, whoa, I thought a couple bottles of water and whatever else would be fine. But really, I'm underhydrated, so I'll have to try to improve that among other things on my list. Yeah. Water is the main constituent of cells, tissue, and organs. I think I have slide 5. How much water? And so what is that? Drink water and then run like and look like her? No. We run, sit, stand, pray, speak as ourselves, as our unique natural selves, with the benefits and skills to participate in a global society. 75%, again, the children is pretty interesting. Young adults around 60%. Seniors, 50. But maybe we don't need as much as we once did. Was that true, Reverend Pat? Do we need as much as we once did?
Perhaps.
Okay, so we have opportunity to increase it. Because the tissues do change with age. Now, back in the day, and I'm going to see if anybody else remembers this. It's quite controversial. And I can remember seeing it in a school setting, but I just don't remember if these ideas I'm about to give you were offered as someone's theory or actual fact. It seemed weird to me at the time. But there was a man named Alan Watts. Does anybody remember that? Okay, some people actually do. And he basically, he was an English writer and lecturer between January of 1915 to 16, and then I think eventually down the road in 1973 he passed. He studied Japanese, Chinese, Indian religions and traditions, including Buddhist, the Tao, and Hindu philosophies. Here's what he said for the people that don't remember him. And by the way, I was a child, just so you know, at this time, hearing this stuff. He says, you did not come into the world via the stork. Oh no, that was me saying that. But yeah, because there was that stork theory of delivery. Did anybody ever hear about that? Yeah, so see, that's well known. But he said, no, that's not true. What really happened is that you and I came out of the world. We weren't delivered to it, we're from it. Like a wave in the ocean. You are not a stranger here, he goes on to say. Well, what does he mean I came out of it? He says, well, all life came out of the water. And he said, and then we have his evolution theory. So we came out of the water. Actually, the mother was the source of the first water, according to his plan. And we came out of the water, and then we evolved to be able to swim. And then we evolved to be able to crawl, and then to walking. And so his theory, and as you look at it today, if you look it up, some people say, oh, it's a fraud theory or whatever. And somebody else somewhere might believe that. But he said human fetuses still have gill slit structures in their face. They basically look like a fish. And I can remember being in school, and I don't remember if they were presenting his theory or like this was supposed to really be the evolutionary tale. I promise I can't remember. But the fish face of the baby in utero was very alarming. Very alarming to me. Because to be there and then you come out with the Gerber baby, remember? It didn't go together. So I don't know what they were teaching, but I do remember. Maybe I was traumatized, but I have overcome. He says that we spend the first 9 months of life immersed in watery environment of the mother, also called amniotic fluid. You can see now, then I was a child, now I'm a nurse. All right. So when we were born, our bodies were approximately 78% water. Now, and as we age, we've seen that it goes lower. But what was really interesting here was about the same time I was studying this, there was this theory going around with parents. And I don't know if any of you remember it, but it says that these babies know how to swim. Babies know how to swim naturally. That was what was going on in the culture. And so I went home one day, and my husband says, our baby knows how to swim. Because, you know, if you're coming from the fish thing, then this is not a big leap. And this is what he said. I filled the water all the way up, and I held him up by his neck, and he started kicking. I almost died. I didn't. But can you believe it? Okay, so things that we offer for an idea to stimulate our thinking, our creativity, what's going on in the culture, awareness. This does not mean that we're going to take the baby and fill up the tub and prove our case. I think there will be other places to do that. So please, humans grow in the mother's womb. It's an evolutionary process. And this man thought you go through a fish-like, frog-like stage, and then I guess sooner or later you come out and you're the beautiful Gerber baby. Which there are some things about the Gerber baby we don't even agree with today, do we? Because sometimes we don't want them to be that fat. That was what we did in my day. Should I blame it on that? The Gerber baby theory? Okay, so that's his idea. And he said that you're not a stranger. You're part of this world. Part of evolution. So that's one idea that came. Babies, 78% water at birth. And then over time it decreases about 60%. And I don't know, in California a lot of people could swim, including my son that lived through the ordeal. He was swimming in our pool when he was about 4. So here we want to talk about, this is just pretty close to the end here. We are in God, as fish are in water. The water is all around. Fish move within the water, live within the water, have their being within the water. The water is not separate from the fish, and yet the water is more than the fish. just like we're not separate from spirit. But spirit is bigger than any one of us alone is. We're not separate from the universe. We're part of it. We have always been part of it. And the universe needs us to be good caretakers of Earth, of our lives. And when we insert ourselves into so-called nature, it's not without cost, and it is with responsibility. I chose to live in Lake Arrowhead for many, many years as I had the ministry down the mountain in Fontana. Now, I chose to live there, but nature had a plan that did not include my house. You see, seasons come and seasons go, and certain things are predictable and they happen. So, forest fires is a thing that can happen. So if I choose to live in the forest, knowing that forest fire season is predictable, then I've got to clean all those leaves and try to reduce the risk. And in case I didn't remember that, the people in Lake Arrowhead did, and you get a fine of at least $500 if you don't do that, because then we become the fire hazard. So as we participate in a fun and free society, there's some responsibility that we have. So God is not separate from the universe. I like to say he didn't create the universe and then leave town. But we have some responsibility there, I think, to care for that and one another. Reality includes God in the universe and us as good stewards of nature and the planet. So that's what we wanted to talk about basically today. Let me see if there's anything else I forgot. I think I covered what I wanted us to know. That when our nature is the same as the divine nature. We're human beings, spiritual beings, having a human experience with all the joys, all the responsibilities that come with that. And so I'm so happy to have been here today to talk about water and hopefully raise awareness that may help you in your health, the health of the physical body. But discuss things like that with your physician, because just like some things are really good for some people, it might not really be good for you, based on what you already have going on. Do you understand? Okay, so that's what you want to do. Maybe had we had this conversation years earlier, it might be different, but we're here right now. We know what we know right here and right now. We're good stewards of Earth, and more importantly, good stewards of each other. That's where the gift is. And we notice that when we have a spiritual community like this, there's so many activities, there's so many classes, there's so many ways to get involved for fun, to increase awareness, to socialize with one another. Because sometimes people do feel alone or lonely. Some people have lost a mate or a whole host of other things by the time we come here. You have a home here, a spiritual home here, if you want it. And so you might like bowling, you might like dancing, you might love reading groups, you might like classes. We've got all those kinds of things available, and you are welcome here. Thanks for being here this morning. Drink plenty of water. Don't overdose. Is that your water? Okay, they're giving the example.
Thank you, Reverend Wanda. Thank you, darling. Oh, Reverend Wanda, you're so good. Really, that was eye-opening, and you're funny. You're smart and you're beautiful.
Ooh, thank you.
Well, you're all those things. And you were right. That Holy Spirit, that thing that is part of us, I believe it is. That's how I feel like we are all that. And not to say that but I feel like we are we are that. Here's a beautiful song. And I have sung this many times here, but for some reason today it feels a little different. Not because I've got a throat thing going on. It feels different. I've learned so much in my classes. I've had wonderful teachers, and I really do believe this now. I didn't always, but I do believe this now. It is. It's different now. Maestro.
I used to think that I could not go on. That life was nothing but an awful song. But now I know the meaning of true love. I'm leaning on the everlasting arms. If I can see it, then I can be it. If I just believe it, there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. See me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. See, I was on the verge of breaking down. The silence, it seems so loud. There are miracles in this life I wanna achieve. First, it's got to start inside of me. If I can see it, then I can do it. If I just believe it, then there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. See me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I will fly. 'Cause I believe in me. Yeah, yeah. Oh, if I can see it, then I can do it. If I just believe it, then there's nothing to it. I open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I can fly. I can run and run and run and never, never, never lose a step. I will fly so high, yeah. I will run and run and never, 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 never lose a step. I will fly, ooh, so high, yeah. I will fly, ooh, I will fly. Well, thank you. You can too. Thank you so much.
Wow, Patty.
I love you.
We're all gonna fly.
Thank you, yes.
Oh, so this is our time for giving and receiving. If I can invite the ushers to please come forward. And if you would just have your gift or tithe in your hand, and let's say this affirmation together. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and belief. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so if you would just know with me that every gift and tithe truly helps this center soar. It allows that each gift and tithe to be put into that divine circulation that allows it to continue to give the gifts and the tools like today's message, like the music, like this building, that allows us each to come together in joy and fun and laughter and allows us to remember the truth of who we are. And so with each gift and tithe that is used in good stewardship to share the light with this spiritual community, the Las Vegas community and beyond, I know that this center and each participant is truly blessed. And what I also know is that by way of the divine circulation, each giver is blessed. Each giver is allowed to live a more abundant, flourishing, loving life as a result of saying yes to that law of divine circulation. So for all of the blessings to the center and all the blessing to the giver, I give great thanks. And please join me in saying, and so it is.
Thank you, Lauren. Yeah, yeah. All right. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it will be mine. Bring this voice back. Oh, I do believe that I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, yes, then it is mine. Anything I want, it is mine. Perfect health, it is mine. Joy and peace, it is mine. Oh, love, 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 it is mine. If it serves my highest good, then it is mine.
I'm so glad, Patty, that you sang I Believe I Can Fly. I don't know if y'all remember the flying nun, but I think I wore the right hat today. I believe I can fly. Oh my. Okay, well, 2 weeks ago, the practitioners started a practice called the Midweek Inspiration, thanks to Lauren Ballardini. And this coming Wednesday, We have Jamie, our practitioner. Jamie will be facilitating. It's on Zoom. All you have to do is register, and it's from 6 o'clock until 6:45 Wednesday evening. We had 14 people on our first one. I want to see it doubled on the second one. And it'll be this coming Wednesday. The class that Reverend Stacy and Reverend Cheryl are teaching is called Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. And it's going to be on Zoom as well from 10:30 to 12:30, starting on the 20th of August. And it is accredited class. It's $125 for 5 weeks. There is a sign-up sheet for Oliver's workshop that is happening every Saturday here at 9 a.m. in the morning. And it's called, let's see here, it's called Holding the Light Group. And it's on a love offering basis, and anybody can just join. If you haven't joined yet, you can still join Saturday morning right here at 9. Sign up for the Unexpected Income Program and watch what happens. I got my first unexpected income Wednesday night before the Heart of Peace meditation. I looked down at the ground and there was a $10 bill and 2 ones.
I love that.
Woo!
That's awesome.
So I got to tithe more this week. It was wonderful. Yes, it's a start, right? Everything's a start. We are continuing to collect school supplies for the children and also through the family courts. And also we need feminine hygiene products for Project 150. So if y'all, when you're going shopping, if you could kind of remember that and just add to your list those things, that would be great. I think there's a list on the table that gives you specifics if you'd like that as well. And for prayer support, please just send your prayer request to prayer@LVCSL.org or text 702-524-7096. Our concert with Jamie Lula is coming up on the 4th, which is going to be here right around the corner, and our Unity group is going to be joining with us on that day. The tickets are on sale right now in the bookstore for $30. There will be more on that day, so be sure to get your tickets ahead of time. And right before the concert, right after service, we're going to have a little luncheon, so we'll have vegetarian and regular meals available for a $10 love offering basis. So keep that in mind too. You'll have food right here, right after service. The Healing Words Book Club meets August 31st, the last Wednesday at 4 p.m. And we're studying the soul of America. And just look for Amazon Smile when you do your shopping. We go to smile.amazon.com because we do get a small percentage. And our bookstore is definitely open today for tickets to be bought and all kinds of other goodies and books. And the books against the window, again, are 60% off if you want to check those books. And just check our happenings table. Don't forget our happenings table. And follow us on Facebook and Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And have a fabulous day, everybody.
Thanks.
I'll follow you wherever you go.
Thanks, Kitty. I think there are no children in the back today, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so let's go ahead and have our ministry of prayer come forward. Any visiting practitioners or ministers, please join us up here, and Reverend Wanda is going to give us a closing prayer.
So this prayer includes everyone. But I was getting a feeling that someone was saying to themselves, in the privacy of their own thoughts, that it's too late for me. And so whoever that was, it's not too late for you. God is always on time. So let's turn within. If you'd like, you close your outer eye, opening the heart and awareness to that highest and best. Focus. Part of you that sees the truth and knows the reality of the indwelling presence that I am calling God. So I'm recognizing that absolute power and presence, that authority, that creative energy that made the universe and keeps it up, and includes actually every single man, woman, and child. Regardless of language, regardless of culture, regardless of anything other than what Ernest Holmes called the thing itself, that created us and the world loves us now and always. So I'm releasing any idea what trouble somebody thinks they saw or thinks they did, and letting all that stuff go from the world mind. Poof! And accepting in this moment this and only this. No, the stork didn't bring us. And it really doesn't matter what transportation we use to get here. We are right here, right now. We are for purpose. We're here for love. Each individual idea and creativity and prayer is respected, needed, and appreciated because we're taking a stand towards a world that works for everyone. And everyone is part of the solution, and there is no problem. So I'm accepting the healing, the reality of love and law, the divinity within nature of each individual here today. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for this, for each person, each practitioner, each minister, each person with an idea, with a heart of peace. And so I release this word into the law of mind in action, knowing that the truth has been revealed. And everything is healed right here and right now. And so it is.
And so it is. Oh, great. Please stand for our peace song.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and now it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as our power, loved ones all are we. Now we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment with peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and now it begins with me. Yes.
Woo! Repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
I know this in my mind.
I know this in my mind.
I feel it in my body.
I feel it in my body.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Have a great week.
Yes.
Make it a great week. It is what you want.
Oh, thanks, Rev. You too. Thanks.
Oh, come on. Woo. We've done a lot of living. We're working overtime. Don't need another million. You got that gold line. I like the way you're living, 'cause you're so genuine. You got that something special, didn't you know? I mean, you. Wasn't getting head ball, and I never put down the pork chop and sauce. Back there, jumping down the boulevard. It ain't right for you to play along. It ain't right for you to sing along, but I want you to sing along. In this world with a lot of problems, all we need is a little love. Thank you, oh, you make me thank you for your love. Yeah, we're done. Don't need another million, you got that gold mine. I like the way you're living, 'cause you're so genuine. You got that something special, didn't you know? You. Well, I met you when I was a little nappy-headed boy, and I never put down a pork chop and sauce. Like jumping down the boulevard, it ain't wrong for you to sing along. Well, it ain't wrong for you to sing along, sing she died. In this world with a lot of problems, all we need is a little love. Thank you, oh you make me thank you for your love. Come on, baby. Oh, woo. Yeah. We've done a lot of living, we're working overtime. Don't need another milk, you got that gold. I love the way you're living, cause you're so genuine. You got that something special, didn't you know? And you, yeah, you. Come on. Knowing you